Hello, my name is Jacob Nigh, and I'm here to show you the components that I've picked and why I picked them and why I find that they're good designs. So for the first one, I picked SoundCloud's header. Um, the use of the sans serif font makes it look really modern, attracts more of the younger age group. The navigation is really easy to use and is set up really well. And also the orange gives off a more cheerful environment and kind of gives off that, like, it stands out a lot against the dark background. Also the search bar is very big, so it's very prominent, so SoundCloud would want the user to search for their new music. The second component I did was Twitch's CTA. They have a video in the middle, collage in the background, and grid of equals. At the bottom, that's kind of like a gallery. You can click on those. Um, I found it to be a really good design because of the color scheme is also made out very well. It's purple with grayscale, and then the purple just really pumps on all the dark backgrounds and sorts like that. The use of the sans serif font also makes it, modern, stuff like that, more readable, all that stuff. Um, the third one I did was YouTube's About page. They use the standard its color scheme is red, white, blue, black, and grayscale. Um, they work really well with YouTube in general because it gives off excitement, a sense of being youthful and stuff because of the videos online and whatnot. Um, they also added like a loading bar when you go to the page. It also gives that that closure that, hey, look, this page is loading, and it is loading. Um, this page in general, the grid of equals is set up really well. Proximity within the headers and the words and the images are really close together and grouped together very well. Um, the font, the darker gray works really great on the white background along with the black headers. The fourth component that I picked was Reddit's login. Um, I think it's very simplistic, even though it is split into two with a border right on either the create a new account div or a border left on the sign in div. The colors are really simple. It's blue plus grayscale. Everything that has to do with like creating an account is very close in proximity. It pretty much the placeholders tell you what to put, so it gives you, you're like, okay, well, I know what to put here now. The sign in is very simple, username, password, reset if you forget, and remember me. You can also view the user agreements and privacy policy if if you want to read them. Um, the fifth component that I picked was Reddit's footer. I think it was very simple, as the site is very simple. Um, what I think is neat about it is that everything about like the about and the help and the apps and tools are all close in proximity. They're all separated very well. They all have really good spacing. There's like a bait click over here, pretty much just to grab your attention. Hey, look at this. Um, the sixth component I picked was Twitch's footer. I liked it because the colors are black, white on black, which helps, make text more readable. The sans serif font also makes it look more modern, which, I mean, the site is modern. They also have their logo there, and the space between the other links and language stands out, so people who actually need to change the language of the site can change the site. Um, my seventh component is Facebook's login. Really simple. They're standard blue to show trustworthy. Um, you know, um, the email and passwords are really close in proximity, along with the keep me logged in. And then there's like a button for login, or if you don't already have an account, you can click sign up. And if you forgot your password, it's at the bottom. The the horizontal rule below the Facebook login kind of like lets the user know where they've started, the forum has started. My eighth component is Imgur's contact form. I really like the really dark contrast, or not really dark contrast, but the reverse white on black. And also the links stand out. But what I don't like about it is that Imgur is, their logo's green, and they're all about green, black and white, and gray. But they use blue for these links for Twitter and Facebook. Um, what I like about it is that each section is boxed off, and also it kind of gives you a basic, oh, here's what should go here if you were to look on support general image removal store advertising partnerships and whatnot. They also use a sans serif font, which looks very modern. My ninth component is Gold Per 10's blog. It's like a news site or whatever, but like there's a bunch of like blog posts on there. I like this because the the drop shadow inside the images give the images depth, like they look like they've been slid behind the page. Um, the the bars in the images that explain what the video is or what the title is, and like also just the black and white really pop with the grayscale. And also the use of grid of equals is amazing because there's just this one big picture and they all have like this even spacing even between like the featured articles, and like don't miss a thing. Also, um, they have a mixed font. They have some serif fonts, as you can see the articles in serif, but they also have a sans serif, which makes it look modern as well. My last component is Blackboard. It's a teaching app, and this is their part of their features page. What I like about it is that the images on the site change, the phones change, but the app is there, so it kind of like lets the user know that the app is like viewable throughout the whole, like all phones and stuff like that. They use grayscale and icon fonts. As you can see, there's a pencil here to let you know that you could possibly customize or whatever. Um, Simple paragraphs, nothing too long, so it's like not really lengthy. So people really reading about these fixtures are like, oh well, I don't want to read this now because it's so long. Um, Also, the visuals help, you know, create an understanding of what they're trying to explain in the paragraph section. And that is all I have for my components. Thank you.